exterior of Grant's tomb is the product of the combination of two different architectural elements such as the white marble exterior used in the construction of the mausoleum of Halicarnassus and the Greek Ionic order of columns, leading one to believe that the architect hopes to achieve global recognition in the centuries that follow. However, this exterior greatly resembles that of a building painted by Thomas Cole in the consummation state of his Course of an Empire series, insinuating that although the United States is currently thriving, its downfall is near. Located on Riverside Drive in New York City, General Grant National Memorial, most commonly known as Grant's Tomb, is the burial place of Ulysses S. Grant and his wife Julia. Constructed from 1892 to 1897 by architect John Duncan, this monument commemorates Grant's valiant and heroic acts as a Civil War general, as well as his successes as the 18th President of the United States. $600,000 were donated by wealthy businessmen in New York to fund for the construction of this memorial. On Dedication Day, the day in which Grant's tomb was completed and opened to the public, more than 1 million spectators and 26 different countries, represented by their diplomats, were in attendance. John Duncan was faced with the task of creating a monument that would be pleasing to the public eye. For inspiration, he looked to one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. Although there isn't any pictorial evidence of what the external features of the mausoleum are, historians have formulated images of what it looked like. Leading up to the doorway of the building itself are a set of stairs surrounded by statues of lions on both its left and right. The mausoleum itself is solid rectangular marble at its base. Atop this base are a number of columns with a pyramid-like structure sitting on top. Similar to the mausoleum of Halicarnassus, Grant's tomb has a set of stairs that lead to the doorway of the actual building. On each side of the stairs is a statue of an eagle, symbolizing Grant's victory in the Civil War. A rectangular base of granite supports a cylindrical top surrounded by columns with a conical piece on top. As for the columns of Grant's tomb, Duncan looked to another one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world for inspiration. Like the columns of the Temple of Artemis, the columns of Grant's tomb, both in front of the base and surrounding the cylindrical piece, are modeled after the Ionic order invented by the Greeks in mid-6th century BC. What sets the Ionic order most apart from the other 2 orders, the Doric on the left and the Corinthian on the right, is the capital, which is the decorative piece at the top of the column. An Ionic capital is more angular than the other capitals, giving the column a less simplistic look than the Corinthian order, but a more sophisticated look than the Doric. With all of this being said, it would seem as though Duncan was attempting to create a monument that would prosper for centuries. Yet, it is interesting how Grant's tomb is so similar to that of a building painted by Thomas Cole in his 3rd stage of his Course of an Empire series, especially since Grant's tomb was constructed approximately 50 years after Cole's work. The cylindrical top, the sturdy rectangular base, and the columns that surround both the base and the cylinder above it are all features that the building in Cole's painting and Grant's tomb have in common. However, the stage that follows Cole's consummation state is the destruction state, in which war ravages this once great empire. In this aspect, although the United States is currently prospering, the destruction of Grant's tomb and ultimately the destruction of the United States is soon to come. So what is the future looking like for Grant's tomb? Does Duncan believe we are currently living in a time of prosperity with the end of an empire in the near future? Or was he simply attempting to construct a monument that would gain global recognition like his inspirations did? Only time will tell.